Well, it's Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. I just got back from the Wednesday night meeting at First Presbyterian Church here in Franklin. And I don't know, it was a good meeting. Not many of us there. It's kind of just the way it is right now. I'm still sick, but I was feeling better today. I actually have tomorrow off work. I've been working more regularly, more often, more 6-day weeks, fewer days off. I don't know if that's having a cumulative effect or not. You know, I don't seem to have much going on outside of work, so it's like, well, I might as well, I guess, if I'm able, and I don't mind it, I guess. I don't think I do. I know others around me would prefer that I don't know. I don't know what people want. They seem to know what I should be doing, or, everybody has an opinion about, it seems like, what I should be doing, to be doing well for myself in their book. Like I should be sponsoring more people. I should be going to more meetings. I should be reading more literature. I should be praying more. I should be going to prisons and counseling. It's like as if I'm qualified to be doing any. I don't know. I should be washing dishes at the homeless shelter. I should be donating this or that. I should be, charity work, or I don't know. That seems a lot. It's like, can I just live and not feel like I'm being judged all the time and made to feel less than and unworthy and doing poorly for not doing? And it's like, I don't know. Get a lot of mixed messages, and then it always feels like it's never enough, it's never good enough. And it just seems like, well, it's only when it's applied to me or to whomever. It's projected and assigned. Maybe not me specifically, but it's the outside. It's to not them. It's to whoever it is that's not them. That it's being applied to, because they are busy personally. They have a schedule. They have lives. They don't have time to do all these things. It's good enough for other people to do. They should be totally working on sponsoring more people, going to more meetings, reading more literature, doing outreach, doing service work, all that sort of stuff. And they should feel bad if they aren't dedicating their entire lives and all of their free energy and output to saving the lives of everyone. And if they're not, then they're just not doing a good job or something. I don't know. But for them, they don't have time. They've got a schedule, or something. I'm not sure how it works out. But it rings of hypocrisy a lot of the times, and double standards. Things, yeah. And they don't seem to notice the righteousness with which they speak. And I am sure I am guilty of things too. But I will not prescribe aspects of the program to anybody and tell them that if they don't do this or don't do that, then it's like, hey, people are gonna do or don't do whatever it is that I don't know. It's already decided, and it's not in my power. If people want this to work for them, it will work for them. They'll find a way. If people don't want it to work for them, they will find a way for it to not work for them. They will find a way. People are looking for excuses or reasons to do or to not do. And people can use conditions to excuse or permit whatever behavior they're trying to present or legitimize or get permission to say that it made sense at the time, or it's okay because. But people like talk about, I heard it at the end of tonight's meeting about how, people that, disappear are ones that, well, there's all sorts of things why people, theories of why people disappear. Well, one of the things, the major things is, you cut down on going to meetings, because obviously that's all you need. Or I don't say that, but the more meetings you go to, the better off you are. Because, there's lots of things about that. If you know you are going to need to be presentable, and you won't have time to make time to go out and get plastered or whatever, because you're just like, well, I can't get drunk because I have to be at a meeting. I said I was, or something like that. Is that the thought? I don't know. Is that the thought process? Because you've already got plans to be somewhere. It's like, well, I don't have time. Maybe the next time. Like as soon as there's a vacuum of space, all of a sudden, that's the first thing you go to? I don't know. Maybe it works differently for other people, I guess. Or maybe I'm not an alcoholic. That could be possible, too. I have to face these sorts of things. But, so, as conditions of recovery, it's like, I like to think that there are no conditions. It's either, it's not, if I go to meetings, I will stay in recovery, or if I don't go to meetings, or don't go to as many meetings, I will immediately, go back to, relapse and find myself back exactly where I was, which was death. So it's like, yeah, I could have more of that. That was fun. So it's like, I don't really put any conditions on it. I don't say like, well, if I go to 3 meetings a week, I'm okay. If I go to 2 meetings a week, all of a sudden, oh, I'm in sketchy territory. It's like, what? It's like the quantity versus quality or something. I don't know. So I've been, debating and playing around with, philosophy-wise. It's like, and I'm not planning on testing it, because, damn, no. It's just like with smoking. It's like, I don't need to test it out. And it's like, no, I quit smoking. I can't have, and I don't want just one cigarette. I would love to be able to just, I think I would. It sounds like a good idea every now and again. I would love to be able to have one cigarette. But I can't. I'm not allowed. I can't. Because I will enjoy it. And I will enjoy it so much that I will want just one more cigarette. And then I will enjoy that. And I will think to myself, I enjoyed that one too. I just want one more cigarette. For old time's sake, Since I've already had 1 or 2, I might as well just have another. And, I don't know, and that might happen over a course of a couple days or, weeks, or I don't know. But, yeah, it'll just, and I'll find myself back to having a pack a day. And, yeah, so it's like, I don't have to worry about that whole thought process, that whole chain of events. I just don't worry about it. If I don't have that first one, I don't have to deal with the whole complicated thing. I am not a smoker. I don't consider myself a non-smoker. I'm an ex-smoker. I used to smoke, but I am not a smoker. So it's like, I don't consider myself, maybe I shouldn't consider myself an alcoholic, just because everybody in recovery around me would want me to, for fear that if I forget, that I'll immediately find a way to have that first drink. Because that's what they would do. I'm not them. Just because it's something that they want to do latently, or, somewhere in the back of their mind, it's like if they could get away with it, it's like, well, me too, but I can't. I know what'll happen, and yeah, I didn't like what happened that time. And yeah, whatever worked for me to get to where I am now, it's like not, it's still better. Anyway, I'm not saying anything like really well right now because my head is just. But the same thought process about not being a smoker still applies very closely to drinking. It's like I don't have to worry about it because if I ever have that, that first drink, I will enjoy it. And I'll enjoy it so much I'll be like, I just want one more. And I will enjoy that one. And I'll think to myself, I've already had this first one or two. I might as well have just one more. And that might happen. That probably happen in a couple hours, if that. I mean, it's like it'll be such a shock to the system. I would just be wrecked, and then I would just feel so guilty and shamed, and or something like that. I don't know how you're supposed to feel, but I would find out how you're supposed to feel, and then try to feel that way, or not. I don't know. But physically, it's like drinking's not good for me. I've probably drank more than my share, and all the fun, yeah. So it's like I don't have to worry about that as long as I don't have that first one. So I don't have that first one, just like I don't have that first cigarette, because I just don't need to play around with it, and I have a better quality of life not smoking than I did smoking, and I have a better quality of life not drinking than I did drinking. Things are possible for me now that I couldn't do before. So not smoking and not drinking allow opportunity to flourish, whereas before I would have been too busy to notice. So it is the way of things. And I have my words, which is something I didn't used to have. And I think I like a lot better than my drinking, which offered me nothing, gave me nothing, took everything, because I gave it away. Sacrifice. So I have a different set of rules, or maybe they're just guidelines, and apologies about the voice. I heard it called allergy. I actually had to look that up to see what the heck is allergy, and I saw it's like it's like the whatever the seasonal cold is that runs around that doesn't have a proper diagnosis. Isn't serious enough to require medical attention, or at least it doesn't get medical attention regardless. So I'm trying to have fun with it. It's been a week now, and I'm actually feeling better today. But I don't know. I don't have any answers, but I keep on working on it anyway. So anyway, apologies about everything. Not really. I didn't plan on any of this. So none of this was intended. I don't even know. I'm I don't know. And apparently I'm working on it, even though I don't know exactly what it is, or why it is, or how it is, or it seems like it's important to whatever end. Just being available, being accessible, being accountable, trying to be approachable, trying not to be a monster, trying not to be intimidating. I'd like to say that, communication, conversation, correspondence would solve a lot of problems, and perhaps it would lead to a better understanding of communication and needs and boundaries and privacy and things like that. I don't know. Or is it, this the maximum level of whatever this is going to have ever been in the first place? It's the status quo, and this is where it is, and this is where it is liked. Anything more would be too much, or too time-consuming or something. And I'm better off if I want more of some sort of social relationship, seeking it elsewhere or something. I don't know, but I'm not really looking. I'm gonna have to go because my throat, and it's just got one of those tickles, and it's just gonna keep coughing. So it's probably not pretty to watch, but no one watches these anyway, so they're safely archived. I thought for a brief moment, not that long ago, a month ago actually, that all of a sudden maybe there would be interest or something, there might be activity. And it's like, that kind of threw me off. It's like, oh no, people are going to be watching? What? And that kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, I'm going to have to be responsible for what I say and how I say it if people are going to be watching. But no, it turned out that didn't have to worry about that. And I was just passing, like, who the hell is this guy? Oh, he's just some idiot. So, anyway, who knows what people think? And is it any of my business? Anyway, I'm tired. I'm very tired. So, I'm going to go, probably lay down in a while, and reflect upon reflections. And I really hope that the camera, or whatever makes the decision about the thumbnail, is kind, because I could use a nice thumbnail, and maybe I have my ability to, I don't know how to make thumbnails. Maybe there's a way that I can make better thumbnails that aren't so awkward or strange looking, usually with my mouth partially open, making a strange shape, pronouncing some syllable that it's undiscernible. It's like I'd rather just have a static photo of me just being still. But the camera does not recognize that as something as being a screenshot. It wants an action pose. Like if I do something like out of the ordinary as far as what the rest of the video contains, like if I do this, that might be a thumbnail now. I don't know how it decides things, but it's like I'm trying to find patterns. Or it's probably going to give me mid-cough. Like it will just ignore everything else and just be like, here's what I look like mid-cough a bunch of times. Or probably like my hand or something. I don't know. A lot of times it's just, there's not much to choose from as far as those 3 thumbnail choices. So maybe I'll be spoiled with a halfway decent one, or not. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out soon. Yeah. And like, when am I gonna get a haircut? It's been like 2.25 years now. No, not quite. Yeah. Like 2 years, 2 months. At least. It's about September. September of 2019. Prior to COVID. So, I don't know. The world is complicated. So, just surviving in it is difficult. And it isn't getting any easier. So it's like, for me, it's like trying to simplify things is a good idea. Because if I ever, complicated my own life by picking up drinking again and trying to manage that, and I don't think, yeah, I don't know if like I say, I don't have to worry about it if I just don't play around with it. So, it just wouldn't be a good idea. So, anyway, most times I don't even think about it. But tonight, something about the meeting reminded me. I guess it was about, how we got our foot in the door, or whatever. Our introductions. So, okay. I'm getting bored of myself, talking to myself, so I'm going to go. And I hope everything's okay.